Today we want passion. We want excitement. Okay? We want the thrill of something new in our lives. Oops, we had a card, but it just fell off the top though. I probably wasn't holding the deck probably. We won't count that one. Yeah, excitement, something new in our lives. But we also crave stability and certainty. Okay, the energy today will ask us to look at where these two yearnings are at odds with each other and how we can weave them together. In relationships, you might find yourself pulled between the comfort of what you know, the spark of what feels new and uncharted. And the question arises, can I have both? So we can, in fact, find harmony between competing desires. Or we'll need to make a strong and valid choice. We may feel drawn towards ventures that excite and challenge us today, but we'll still have that nagging voice that questions, what about our security? Is our security at risk? Is our safety at risk? This is a time to look closely at what security means to you and whether the familiar is serving you or it's simply holding you back. So join me as we embark on a journey of self discovery. We'll gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy and move forward today and every day. So, hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all of the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. I send it right back to you. Welcome to your daily focus, November the 7th, 2024. Okay, numerology, the 7 energy. The 7 energy is about inviting into our environments, our relationships, our friendships, harmony, a sense of balance, love. And if we look at the daily numerology, it would be an 11 plus a 7 plus an 8, which gives us that 26 energy. The 26 energy is a lot about growing the bonds within a relationship, of what we give to the relationship, about the healthy boundaries that we set within the relationships to grow and mature that love, that bond, the deepening of the hearts, uniting them as one. Now, it could also transfer into a passion, a desire, a dream. Okay, and it's about totally falling in love with it, totally stepping into it, taking that big, bold step. 2 plus 6 is an 8. And the 8 energy is about growing our prosperity, growing our stature. Sun is in Scorpio. Moon is in Capricorn for most of the day. I think it moves into Aquarius around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, Venus and Uranus will have a conversation in the sky today that will, it leaves us desiring comfort, stability, connection, but we are at odds because we also are called to, or we have that restless urge for independence and spontaneity and the unique in our life. So today is all about being adaptable and staying open to change. So any disruptions in your day, okay, don't see it as a disruption. See it as an invitation for growth. Be spontaneous, yes, but ground it with purpose, okay? You're not just being spontaneous for the sake of being spontaneous, but it actually moves you more in a direction that you would like to become familiar with. Let go of that rigid life pattern and allow for the space of innovation or self expression or creativity to be a part of your world. Okay, this energy will challenge our sense of security, okay, but we need to remain flexible. We need to remain flexible in our reaction to the challenges. So today is the perfect time to experiment with your personal style, or perhaps your office decorate your decor. Redecorating a certain part of your home, your office. Plan a surprise date, explore a new hobby, something that fills you with creativity or self-expression. We could adopt a new perspective today, okay? in our own self-worth, in love. And it feels freeing. Whatever we're doing, it feels freeing. It feels like we've taken off the shackles. Or maybe we try something new and it brings in this fresh sense of excitement, of joy in our lives. Okay, anxiety will stir and doubts will linger. So remember that they're not there to deter you, but to guide you to the clarity. Okay, this tension encourages growth, an invitation to embrace a new level of freedom, of self-empowerment. And we do that without sacrificing what is essential to us. So once again, it's about taking those things and weaving them together. It's not choosing one or the other, but how do we bring it into being? Do we need to set new healthy boundaries in our life? Do we need to let go of that rigid routine we follow and try something new, something different? Or maybe we try a different style to ourselves. We feel better looking in the mirror now at ourselves. We see a better version of us. Okay? You discover the strength to choose a path forward that doesn't ask you to abandon what you need. Okay? Instead, it honors the full depth of who you are. Okay, let's go to the cards. Okay, underlying energy for today is the Ten of Wands. We need to let go of some things that don't allow for our growth, that stunt us, that burden us, that weigh us down. The Ten of Wands. Okay, so here we are, and we're going upon this path. We're trying to get to the castle. The castle is that little tiny mark way over there. So we have a ways to go. And we're not going to get there with that kind of approach, okay? We are not skipping. We are not dancing. In fact, we are struggling to make each step. It's so hard. And so we need to stop and we need to understand what things actually hold us back, hold us down, burden us, weigh us down, okay? If we look at those wands, there are some with some growth potential there. We want to take those with us, but there's also deadwood. So what is that deadwood? What is holding you down, weighing you down, not allowing you to go forward in the way you want, not allowing you to embrace some form of independence or allowing your self-expression to flow or your creativity to flow? Okay, so very much that is a card that really lines up with the astrology of today. Now we have the Seven of Wands in the first position today. Okay, the confidence to say, I'm going forward with a new insight, a new perception, a new understanding of who I can be and who I want to become. This is a declaration. This is, I'm making a change in my life, and I'm doing it consciously, and I'm doing it to better myself, to better my path, to align myself with my true purpose. The Hierophant. We have so much inner wisdom. Tap into it. Sit in quiet meditation. Start journaling and just let the words flow and see what shows up. Okay? You'll probably see your strength, your courage. You'll probably understand and have more clarity towards what your life really needs in order to feel balanced, in order for you to feel that security and yet feel that independence and that spontaneity at the same time. This is also about turning towards gaining enlightenment. It could be from a therapist. It could be from God. It could be from your angels. It could be through a dream. It could be a conversation with yourself. But to tap into that knowing, which resides within each and every one of us. Although some of it is very deep, and sometimes we have to sit still in order to hear the messages, hear the words. So don't knee-jerk anything that happens in your day, especially those frustrations, though, time delays or traffic delays or whatever it might be in your life. You have you said something nice to somebody and they took it the wrong way, and now there's this big argument about it. Why are these things happening? Understand them for what they are. What are they showing you about you? What is the reflection you can see because of this disturbance? Okay, when we sit in quiet contemplation, we will really reveal some wonderful things to ourselves. And, ask yourself, what can I do a little bit differently to allow my creativity to flow? What am I so anchored to that it's time to pull up that anchor and allow the winds to push me in the direction I need to go? Where do I need to let my heart follow the curiosity of my mind? And the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands says we're not going to be making any great decisions today, maybe small decisions. Maybe we'll see our path forward or our daily routine, and we'll say, what can I do a little bit different here? Can I wake up earlier and try something different? Maybe I should go to a gym in the morning on my way to work and meet some new people, like-minded people who want to feel better about themselves. And get that positive influx. Maybe there's a group that meditates once a week in your community to get that spiritual energy, stronger within you. Giving yourself that 20 minutes or half hour or hour of meditation, of inner seeking for knowledge, of wisdom, of what we can do different, of how we can change little parts of our life to make enormous changes in our steps forward. And at the end of it, we feel freer, we feel lighter, we feel less confined, and yet we're feeling very secure in our steps. We'll get an oracle card. And we have maintain your childlike spirit, the 27 energy. Okay, 2 plus 7 is 27. First of all, are things that are blooming and blossoming and growing and maturing, and but the 2 plus the 7 being the 9 energy is about we're ready to let go of certain things that stand in the way of our true successes, our true happiness, our true joys. Okay, so maintain your childlike spirit. Of course, I will hold that up for you to see. If I ever get to the page, here we go. Okay, let's hold that up so you get a good image of it there. Nature holds all aspects of light. This light is the same brilliant light that shines out of every child while they're still in touch with the magic of the world and nature. Find the innocence of your childhood light within you and reconnect with it. This light represents your virtue and holds the memory of perfect trust, fearlessness in others, and total self-reliance. It will allow you to see the world with the eyes of a child. You'll be excited to learn new things every day. How much happier our world would be if everyone reconnected with his or her purest essence. So I guess that's what I was trying to say there, to go within, to connect with that pure essence of who you are, that childlike spirit. Let's see what our animals have to tell us. Our animal today is the raccoon is back. Find your identity. I'm a frequent flyer here with the raccoon. Love raccoons. I had a pet raccoon. You want to have a cool pet, get a pet raccoon. Although my dad, he says it's a wild animal. We're going to treat it like a wild animal. as much as I petted it, and I'd call it in the morning. I was a young kid at the time. I would call it in the morning. I always wore jeans on purpose because I would call it. I'd be on my bike and I would call it, and it would come out of nowhere and climb up my leg and sit on my shoulder, and away we'd go for a bike ride together, things like that. But my dad was very adamant that it's a nighttime creature. It needs to be outside. It can't be in the house. And I snuck it in a few times. Mom got mad. Uh, but eventually one day, when I called it, it didn't show up. It went to find a mate or go to find, it was the fall. So maybe it was looking for a place to camp for the winter or what have you. But it came around the next year a couple of times, but then it was gone again. It never came back after those couple of times. But I guess just to kind of give me that I'm okay, I'm doing okay, I'm having the time of my life being a raccoon in the wild. So his name was Rocky. Okay, keywords: hiding, mirror, right, and destiny. A person often meets his destiny on the road he took to avoid it. Raccoon tells you you're hiding from your true self. So once again, it's about our true self, going within and rediscovering that true self of ours. Too often we lose our identity. It can be connected to career, love relationships, even friendships. Relationships are a mirror of who we are at the time. If your self-esteem is low and sad, you'll attract the same. On the outside, the person or situation may be perceived as the life of the party, but inside they're crying with confusion. It's never good to create relationships out of illusions and to treat them as a patch or a quick fix to what we don't have in our life. They are supposed to be a complement to who you are and help you grow, both of you or all of you, if we're taking it in the context of friends, co-workers, and career. Now, that doesn't mean we hermit ourselves away until we figure it all out. It means we need to work to heal ourselves and become the person that we want to be. No matter what disappointment you've had in your life, you cannot forget to celebrate who you are. When that job promotion doesn't come through or the person you hoped was the love of your life just leaves, it's easy to get caught up in the negativity of despair. But it also means that you're not in the right spot in your life to attract what you want. So, take the time to change that. So, it's all about being a little bit truer to ourselves. It's all about knowing that we can be safe, we can be secure, we can be in relationships and still have our independence and our spontaneity to allow our inner expression out, to go in search of new horizons with a sense of joy, with a sense of curiosity. So take some time today, go within, meet that inner child, and bring it out for the world to see. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.